Let me just put this straight to you first. I can never ever imagine myself losing.
And whoop, there it is.
Welcome to another video where fighters flap their gums, run their mouth,
There's a left hand by Peden.
and then get served a steaming plate of karma. This is Ran Their Mouth, Got Knocked Out, Part 7. Prince Naseem was his usual cocky self before his big fight with Barrera.
I want Barrera next. I'm gonna knock him out, and I'm gonna make history and bring it back to Sheffield, bring it back to England. Whoop, there it is.
Let me just put this straight to you first. I can never ever imagine myself losing.
It's just gonna peck at him and disturb him and dismantle him and frustrate him. So, once you hit with them shots, it's over. It's finished.
The prince made a grand entrance, all swagger and silk, but someone in the crowd decided to baptize him with beer. If it were anyone else, I might feel bad. But let's be honest, the prince practically begged for it. Once the fight started, it was like the prince brought a knife to a sledgehammer fight.
Wobbles nails with a left hook upstairs.
Barrera kept nailing him with that 2-1 combo.
Big left hand by Barrera.
Right, left, rinse, and repeat. And the prince had no answers, just reactions.
As Prince Naseem takes several power shots from the Mexican star.
Barrera fighting an intelligent, measured fighter against an awkward fighter. Briefly dazed him early in the round, later came on to land those hard jabs.
Big left hand by Barrera inside. Stuns Prince Naseem. Alicia Hamed, wife of the prince, looking urgent and not entirely confident as she sits at ringside.
Every mistake the prince made got punished, like he owed Barrera rent.
Naz stalking and trying to land that left cross.
Counter punch.
Big left hook by Barrera.
His style made every shot look worse than it was. Arms flailing, feet all over the place.
Naz making faces at Barrera, but faces don't get you points on the scorecard.
He moved like a man trying to dance on rollerblades.
The prince has developed since he was a boy, is being exposed.
Then came the highlight, Barrera slamming the prince's head into the turnbuckle like it was Monday Night Raw. Brutal, but somehow poetic. All that talk, and in the end, he got rammed into the turnbuckle, knocking the swagger right out of him.
Marco Antonio Barrera.
I don't. He seemed to have quite a few things covered there. I want Barrera next. I'm gonna knock him out, and I'm gonna make history and bring it back to Sheffield, bring it back to England. Whoop, there it is.
Let me just put this straight to you first. I can never ever imagine myself losing.
And whoop, there it is. Once you hit with them shots, it's over. It's finished.
I have no problem.
And whoop, there it is.
I don't think you like the guy. You should be careful.
I suppose that's just the way it's written.
Nate Campbell had Robbie hurt and was starting to take over.
Here's slow.
Oh, that body shot.
To the
What
body.
a body shot.
Peden is in
If
big
Campbell
trouble.
goes back down to the body, this fight will end. What a body. He may have broken a rib. That was a savage right uppercut.
Unfortunately, the showboating instinct kicked in. Campbell dropped his hands and instantly regretted it.
There's a left hand by Peden, and down goes Campbell. That's it.
What a shock. What a shock. Nate Campbell all but had that fight won with those body shots. Stood up, played with his opponent, was completely overconfident with his hands down, and against the guy without one-punch power, got hit right on the chin with a perfect left hook and was knocked out.
He got flattened faster than a deck chair in a windstorm.
Playing games with the hands down. Okay, thank you very much.
Not smart.
Not smart.
Worse still, the rematch loss followed. That one moment of cockiness ended up costing him 2 defeats.
It doesn't matter who you are. Just because you're Nate Campbell, or Muhammad Ali for that matter, it doesn't matter who you are. You stand up with your hands down in front of a professional prize fighter at this level, you will get knocked out.
I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be the best version of Josh Kelly. I don't think David can take that over 12 rounds. I believe I'll break him down and I'll stop him.
Kelly was brash and confident, relying on reflexes that usually kept him safe. But when David got in close, Kelly was stuck like a bad rash in a heat wave.
It's not there, and Avanesian is teeing off on Josh Kelly, who touches down, and he's being counted here in the 6th, and all the pressure is getting to Kelly. Can he cope with it? Avanesian straight on him, and look at this from the Russian. And he's just coming in trouble here.
That awkward chicken dance was all his corner needed to call it. Towel thrown before things got worse.
They paid off. Carl Greaves and Neil Marsh will be ecstatic.
It was that consistent, that constant pressure, those body shots.
Yeah, I think the body shot.
Kelly's style works fine in the shallow end, but at European level, posing and strutting just gets you wiped out.
I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be the best version of Josh Kelly. I don't think David can take that over 12 rounds. I believe I'll break him down and I'll stop him.
Claudio was extremely cocky in this fight. He spent most of it showboating and taunting Rojas like he was putting on a one-man comedy show. Claudio clearly thought he was a class above Rojas, and he wanted everyone in the building to know it. Rojas, for his part, was basic. A straight-ahead fighter with no frills. He just kept grinding away, but Claudio couldn't resist. The clowning continued. Then came the left hook. A beauty. Claudio got clocked and dropped hard. Suddenly, the comedy routine was over. He was badly hurt. The showboating vanished faster than his balance. The referee waved it off. And Claudio was left standing there, just another embarrassed fighter who let his ego do the talking.
Jamás la espera. Un gancho cortico ahí. Cortito el gancho. Mira, guau, pum. Nunca la vio pensando en otras cosas. Combinación. Le pone un knockout.
Wilson and Dib had some bad blood simmering like a pot left on the stove too long before their fight. Notice Dib lunging at Wilson here at the end of round 2 like a cat on a laser pointer.
A little bit cheeky from Liam Wilson. Interesting stuff from Liam Wilson. Look, here we are, going for a bit of a stroll. Where are you going? Look at the excitement, the eyes of Dib when he thought he had an opportunity.
Dib was dead set on not letting Wilson steamroll him.
Got him in a headlock.
It'll look like, someone like Liam early.
But one thing about Liam, his left hook's got the precision of a guided missile. He's dangerous from bell to bell.
He's gone. Liam Wilson, Dover, with the left hook from hell.
After slipping a punch, Rakesh got a bit carried away, practically asking Van for a highlight reel moment. Van didn't need a second invitation. Rakesh kept on showboating like he was headlining a circus. But that's never wise when your opponent can land bombs like this. Rakesh clearly fancied himself as the reincarnation of prime Muhammad Ali.
Punching back
Spoiler alert, he was more like a soccer player scoring an own goal. Nakamura showed some cockiness in the lead up to his fight with Gabalo. As soon as the action started, both guys threw heat.
And kailangan mataas ang kanyang knockout ratio, and right now is able to connect 2 solid blows, make that 3-4 solid punches coming from Raymart Gabalio.
Raymart Gabalio already loading up on his punches. Yuya Nakamura shaky, knocked down in the first round.
Nakamura looked like he was reevaluating every bad decision that led him to that canvas. In fairness, he was ready to throw down, but he was as stiff as a board, practically inviting every one of Gabalo's punches like an open door.
Etong si Nakamura is, kumbaga yung piron sa boxing catcher.
Oh, another knockdown. That's the second of its opening round for Gabalio.
But immediately stood up.
In the end, a brutal combo to the body and head knocked the wind out of him.
Oh, another hot landing. Third knockdown of his matchup.
That could be it. I think that's the end of it. 7, 8, 9. We should stop it.
Nakamura complained, but let's be honest, he had no case. He was well and truly hurt.
To keep himself in balance, already on the ropes, and he lands that cracking left hook to the side of the face. Third knockdown of the match. It would prove to be the final one, as this punch of the round is brought to you by Smart.
Alex was trying to get into his opponent's head here during the stare down. Notice the choice of intimidation, throwing out the old gun sign, inspired stuff.
Obey them all the time. Touch gloves and let's get it out. Listen, mate. Don't do that again. Don't get disqualified. You understand? Don't.
A lot of bad blood between them.
It's all right. Yeah. All right. Okay, mate. All right.
Okay. So that is certainly not in the spirit of what we're doing here from Alex.
In the actual fight, it quickly became clear he wasn't prepared for the left hook.
Good hook there from Mikhailovic, and down goes Annan. Massive left hook from Andre Mikhailovic.
Not even close.
Shot in the first round, and he's brought it.
Watch how his legs turn to jelly the moment it lands.
This is with his right hand and works, and there's the hook again, and he goes again. The second knockdown in this second round for Andre Mikhailovic.
He showed some heart, credit where it's due, but he just kept walking into that left hook like it was on special offer.
They come, and there's the stoppage. And it's a victory for the Russian Kiwi, Andre Mikhailovic, on the big stage.
If you're gonna act that cocky in the build-up, defending a basic left hook should really be part of the plan.
Finished with a great flurry at the end of that. Begins after him.
Oh, what a shot it was.
Oh.
And he took...
Julius Long was a 7-foot-tall giant. He got into boxing after watching Audley Harrison in his prime. Back when Big Odd was getting a bit of hype, Julius figured he was better. Someone probably should have mentioned that Audley wasn't exactly the gold standard of boxing skills.
Great left hand from Sprott. Harrison is down, and is that the end of the story? I don't think he's going to get up.
In this fight, Julius came in full of swagger. He was dismissive of Hemi from the opening bell.
Every time he eludes a punch too, not that time though. It's saps the energy.
Long starting to fire back. Long isn't the most mobile a fighter. Doesn't always need to be there bombing away. Well, that's starting to become an interesting round because he's landing a lot of shots, he's talking a lot of smack. Mentally.
By round 4, he dropped Hemi hard.
Hio just getting predictable there. He's starting to walk in and do the same thing. It was more of a push down. It was more of a push down than a shot.
Looked like Julius was having a great time in there. To be fair, that uppercut was nasty. Big man packed some power.
And getting in there.
But Hemi stayed on him, and Julius started taking some serious punishment. Dragging around all that weight was wearing him down fast. The cockiness was nowhere to be seen. A brutal left hook on the inside put him away.
Down out of sheer exhaustion.
How has he not gone down?
The ropes are keeping him up. 10 seconds to go in the round. There he goes. And he's down. And he's down. And he's down. He's chopped the tree. The towel has come in. Finally, shot after shot after shot. And Julius Long has dropped Hemi Aheo.
Down he went, like a big tree getting the chainsaw treatment.
With a succession of left hooks. He clattered
back to this corner as well. Maybe he's found that second win.
The hands are feeling energized. You look at Julius.